Hey family, so today we're gonna see what's gonna manifest, whether it is Friday or if you find this in between, you'll see this manifest by next Friday, okay? I'm gonna just hop right into holding up the picture so you can choose your drinks. Pile number one is the Pink Lady cocktail. Pile number two is the rose milk tea or latte. And then pile number three is a pink limeade with rosemary. It can be virgin, it can have a spike to it, if whatever your preference. And then pile number four is just a sparkling cherry drink, which again, use your imagination if you want it to be a cocktail or if it's not your vibe, okay? I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number one, let's take a look at what's gonna manifest on this Friday. So my Pink Lady cocktail, what's gonna manifest today or by Friday? Look at you. Setting boundaries is your superpower. Like if you've not done that, you need to do that today. You need to do that Friday, right? Like you're probably gonna have to say no to something. You're probably gonna have to say no to someone, but that's gonna be a good thing, okay? Setting boundaries is gonna purify everything. When I say everything, I mean your energy. You're gonna feel empowered. You're gonna feel bold. Okay, Melanin Pop wants to speak. And I'm not really trying to use it today because I don't want it to be long, but this slipped off the top just now and it's just friends. So some of you may have to friend zone somebody. Make sure someone knows that you're not interested in them in a romantic way. I mean, you're just going to have to do that, okay? Now, Sage Moon would purify. Feels like that energy of setting boundaries is going to kind of get rid of the people or person that is around you for the wrong reasons. Case in point, someone that may be interested in you romantically, that's only friends with you because they're hoping you'll change your mind and be interested in them romantically. I get that vibe for some of you guys. Anyone that's around you because you're overextending, setting that boundary is going to get rid of this person, and it's going to be great because you don't want that kind of person, those kind of people around. And if you just set a boundary and say a healthy no, right? And because you don't feel like doing something or you don't have the energy to do something, you're going to feel good that you were able to assert yourself in that way. So I love it. From my Pink Lady cocktail, the last Tuesday that I filmed these in order, right? You will be seeing, no. I say Tuesday. Wednesday. There's a Wednesday before this one. So 2 Wednesdays ago, I did a sage pile. Maybe that's you. Maybe there was a message there. And I got Gemini, the twins. So purifying boundaries and twins. Some of you may need to set a boundary with a twin. We'll see. We'll see. Tell me more. What's going on Friday? You see at the bottom you have prioritizing of rest with the 4 of Swords though. Tell me. Pink Lady cocktail. Notice this. 8 of Cups talks about when we travel, when we move around, when we grow, when we evolve. Talks about knowing who we are, knowing where we're going, and because of knowing where we are and where we're going, the Knight of Swords is confident in speaking their truth. 10 of Swords, what is that? And a Tower. Well, okay, so some of you are going to have to tell someone that it's just not your problem. I'm going to put this back because I want to concentrate on your Venus day, like your Venus day. If you have a tendency to overextend, stop that immediately because it's affecting your reading in a way to where, like, mirroring with someone, like you're taking on someone else's problems that's not yours. Like somebody else's stuff just came through. Not saying you can't have a bad Friday, because you can, right? But this isn't a pile of having a bad Friday. This is a pile of needing to purify your space and maintain boundaries so that it doesn't affect your Friday. So tell me, Seven of Cups is not having options, possibly not knowing what to choose, not knowing what to do. So tell me more about my Pink Lady cocktail this Friday. The moon is the unseen, it's confusion. And then the Four of Cups talks about detachment and being disengaged. So this feels like you're going to have to act like you don't see something just for the sake of your own personal boundaries and your own personal enjoyment, okay? Very, very specific thing. Some of you, because of all of the energy leading up to now, today or Friday, like somebody that you're not interested in romantically is gonna kind of go for it and make the move. Like they're gonna flirt with you or like hint that you should be more than friends, especially if it's an acquaintance or someone that you hang out with casually as a friend. Here it's saying pretend. Like when you reject this person, do so with a clean set of boundaries. Like do so, oh, I don't know. There's two sides, there's two ways of doing it, depending on this person's personality. It feels like someone you know well enough to know how they'll react. If you know this is someone that's kind of persistent, because all of you are dealing with different personalities. If it's someone that you know is going to be persistent, you know is going to try again, if you are passive about it, you're going to have to tell them no outright. Do so politely, but make it clean and clear that you're not interested in them romantically. And if you have to cut them off because that's not what they're looking for, then you can leave each other alone with peace. Others of you, there is someone that can get over it, but if they're the type to get really hurt by it, you may have to just act like you don't, like the best thing is to kind of just ignore them, right? Like depending on how they may react, it's some of you know, like I don't know what the reaction would be. It's different for all of you. But like if you know they're going to act a certain way, the best thing is just to act like is just to ignore it. And if this is the type of person that can catch subtle hints, if you ignore it, then they'll just go away, right? All right. That's not what I expected this Friday to be, but you know what? It is 4th of July in the States, so y'all are outside. Y'all are outside. I don't think anybody's working. That's why we got cocktails. So tell me more about this Pink Lady cocktail. Full moon in Aquarius and full moon in Virgo. Okay. Look at me, all messed up. Yeah, we'll sit that like that. This feels like very social energy. Okay. When we talk about y'all's events and being outside and all of the things, be confident, right? Participate, socialize. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. It's okay to be yourself. Let me see. What kind of day? Ooh, I got incense burning. It's throwing me off, y'all. Venus Day is here. So definitely confirming that Friday energy. So tell me what's going on with my pile ones. Why is this Pink Lady cocktail like this? Why is the Pink Lady cocktail like this? Incoming energy of Earth. So I got Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It says persistence, patience, and practicality. Be upfront and honest with that person though. Like even if it's passive, even if like you act like you're not, like even if you ignore this person's trying to come for you romantically, like each time they do it, ignore them. Like don't laugh and like don't do the thing where you brush them off and laugh. Like if you ignore them, you have to, like, if you're the type to ignore somebody when they're doing something like that, you just act like it's not, It needs to be clear you're not interested, okay? Like, don't giggle and flirt back, whatever, if you know you're not interested in this person. I've got Uranus, which is a radical change. You know, yeah, I'm knocking things over. It's fine. Uranus and Taurus is ending, okay? So you may know notice a shift in your connections with the lovers and the friends here, okay? You may notice a shift in your friend groups. So that example of the friend that's around that's interested in you romantically, I mentioned having to set boundaries with friends. Some of you are going to learn something about friends this, I guess, weekend or Friday, that like maybe friends you made during this transit, right? The Uranus and Taurus transit, people you've been friends with for like 4 or 5 years maybe, that it's not really not gonna work, or it's been more one-sided. You've been more their friend and they've been your friend. Like, I don't know, something's gonna come out in that way. And it just means that the karmic cycle is closing. I'm realizing I got Gemini energy 2 times. Uranus is moving there. Is that next week your time? It's pretty soon. It's pretty soon. Like, that's happening. That's happening, okay? And it's been here for years. So something about there's karmic contracts that are closing from this cycle. Maybe you'll be shocked. Like, I can't believe I set a boundary with that person and they don't want to be friends with me. I'm sorry, but that's just the nature of what it is. Also, if you're into spirituality and cleansing, some of you are going to do a cleanse. Some of you are going to do a protection spell. Whatever your thing is, because y'all do these things, right? Some of y'all going to be like, I burned some sage. I burned some Palo Santo, like that, those options I had. And certain people either not going to be able to come to your house, they're not going to be around you. Like, it's going to be like they were not that they're bad people, but they're just not people that should be around you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to see what's going on in love. I know we already talked about you rejecting somebody, but this is a group of things happening suddenly in terms of your friends, your relationships, that catch you off guard, and it's not really feeling the best, right? With you are good enough, knowing that you're good enough. If something happens to dampen your mood, like if you get into it with a friend or partner, like, just know you're good enough and maybe go outside. This is me saying, if it doesn't, like, if you get into it with somebody, just go outside and do something fun. Patience is here 2 times. So today is the day you're going to need to practice patience, whether we're talking about with your romantic partner, right? Like, go outside with your friends if you're into it with your partner. If you're into it with your friends, just take space and see. But I'm still seeing where something that happens today where there's conflict, it's either conflict that's been consistent that you've not noticed, or like I just see you having to set a huge boundary with somebody in a way where the relationship just isn't the same after. So I don't know who that is, but that's the case. You just need to make sure that in doing that, don't be chaotic about it, right? Maintain peace with the sage, right? But be patient in your approach, okay? We got a divine union. It says, congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. Well, be patient with yourself. Be patient with your journey. When we talk about seeking union with somebody, like if there's conversations about like getting married with you and your partner, you gotta be patient regarding that. That takes time. Some of you may realize this is just not going to be the person, right? It's been a build up. I mentioned that Uranus, I had a reading where I did Uranus, where Uranus and Taurus came through a love pile, and it was like, that was a cycle. I don't know how it was transiting that group, like the people selecting that pile's charts, but it was like there's connections here that aren't going to last beyond that transit, which is normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, don't be down if you feel like you're not going to get a divine union you're seeking, whether it's because you need to wait because this partner is not ready, whether it's because you just feeling lonely today and you don't have somebody. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Whether it's because like whatever chaos, however, just set a boundary, go outside and have fun with your friends if that's the thing, because that's what this pile needs to be told. So let me get one more and I'll get your advice. Yeah, this was a little bit longer, but This is a pile of people that kind of lack boundaries. You need a cocktail. If you drink, if that's the thing you do, you get a cocktail. It's fine. All right, one more. Divinely guided. I mean, life happens. All relationships aren't permanent. Let me see. Give me one for my Pink Lady cocktail, please. I don't even know what's going on. I shifted this all the y'all overextend for real, because I'm just now like really looking into how this is laid out, and the angle that I got y'all, like it's shifted all the way to the right. Right side is our active side. It's the side that overextends real bad. Nothing left to receive. I mean, I guess you got all the space to receive, which is good, but like you did nothing over here. Everything's over there. And I did get that stiffness in that area that y'all are used to me getting. We got a mixed signals. It says a lover is unsure of what they want. Sending you mixed signals, causing great confusion. Maybe it's best to move on. This deck not friendly. I'll be honest with y'all. I use it for the Venus readings because it is a love deck and it's pink, but it's not going to lie to y'all either. I mean, when we talk about long-term connections, doesn't have to be just romantic. If somebody's hot and cold with you, they want to be bothered when they want to be bothered. You give them more than they give you. You got to believe them in their actions, right? Somebody's more your friend. You're more their friend than they are yours. They're your friend with ulterior motives, right? Because they want to be more than friends and they're hoping you change your mind. All of that seems like it's on the table. So just be patient, right? If somebody's being that way for real though, I mean, the card says to move on. But if you're just not patient in terms of your relationships and the contract is not closed yet, it's not ending. We talk about you seeking union, wanting more for a partner than they seem to be ready. They may think it's too early. I mean, you're either going to be patient or you're going to leave it alone, right? Either way, it's saying go outside with your friends. Have fun, right? We got fun connection. And it does say there's nothing better than being with someone who adds fun to your life. Enjoy the adventure and be happy. Yeah, just enjoy it. Like, don't be too serious on this Friday. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. So let me get your advice. For my pile number one, Pink Lady cocktail. Council of Light. Okay, it says divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms, and the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Lean into it. If people are leaving, leave them alone. If people need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this person needs more time, leave them alone. If this person can't accept that you only want to be friends, too bad. Like, it's saying things are being orchestrated the way that it needs to happen. People are leaving, people are coming in to align you with your divine union of all connections, right? The people you're supposed to be friends with, the person you're supposed to be with, right? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, all right? So if you're feeling real sensitive, yeah, exactly. If you're feeling sensitive and emotional today, because whatever, if you have it in you, go have some fun. But I'm gonna close you out and move on to pile number two. All right, my pile number two. So let's see what's going on with this rose milk tea on this Friday. Feels good, feels optimistic already, so I like it. What can my rose milk tea or latte expect the Friday following this reading? Okay, you're going to be connecting. And you know what? Let me grab your deck that I'm going to use next so you can see what I'm talking about. I do have offers if you're waiting on like confirmation on anything involving like material matters, like any approvals, money, jobs, all that. I see clarity there. But you're going to be able to connect with somebody you either been trying to connect with, or you just might meet somebody special today. I got a romantic cycle begins. All right, so what's all this connecting? My pile number two, look at me, I don't know where I'm at, is doing today. If you feel called to reach out to somebody or connect to somebody, like, do it. Okay, like if you feel called to initiate with somebody. Now I'm not talking about y'all's random no contact situations. I'm saying like somebody that you would feel comfortable connecting with, whether it is reaching out about an offer or reaching out to somebody that you're interested in, that there might be interest back, or somebody you're dating and you just haven't heard from a couple of days. It's okay to, like, I know how y'all are. It's all right to text first, okay? So go ahead and follow that guidance of connecting with this person. Tell me more about my rose milk tea. And where it's not like a chaotic no contact situation, like it could still be like somebody you haven't heard from like in a really long time, like in a while. Like it's fine to reach out to like text first, if some of you are wondering that. Okay. And again, there's always multiple perspectives in these readings. As you guys are in groups, you may be on the receiving end of that type of message. Somebody might be like, man, I've been thinking about reaching out to this rose milk tea, pile 2 for a while. I want to talk to him, but I haven't been nervous about doing it, so they just do it, right? I got the 5 of Cups, which does talk about a loss and missing someone possibly. So tell me what to expect on this Friday. Yeah, some of you are going to be reconnecting with somebody that you missed. It could be a family member. It could be somebody that was close like family, is close like family. Could be somebody you interested in like that you could see yourself eventually having a family with. But yeah, I mean, I feel like you're going to be connecting with somebody special today. I like to see it. Makes sense, depending on where you at. We got the sunflowers here with the Queen of Wands, being active, really excited, really passionate. Yeah. I got the Son of Cups. Every time I see this card, because it's just really eerie, I randomly, in my bird readings, I had a white peacock and I randomly put that there one time. I've had this deck for years, and one day I just realized that you can barely see the peacock. Exactly, there's a white peacock there. So you may be called there, okay? No pressure, but you might be. And I'll put you here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, somebody's really wanting to tell you something good. Somebody's really wanting to reach out and just see how you've been, okay? Whoever it is, this Knight of Cups feels like they're reaching out to a goddess of wands, right? So it's not gender specific, just someone reaching out to you in a way that makes you really excited, or you reaching out to someone and they're just so happy and receptive to your energy. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but we'll pull more and see what's this connecting that's happening for my rose milk tea on this Friday. What's this connecting? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stand y'all. I'm just trying to get this card. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. We got a full moon in Pisces. That card, it comes out like every single day. I got the full moon in Aquarius. And these are back-to-back full moons, by the way. Yes, back-to-back full moons. So this one's gonna happen pretty soon, and this will happen right after. This one is a lunar eclipse. So full moon in Pisces is a lunar eclipse near Virgo season. It's in September, and then you'll have this full moon in Aquarius before that. So I don't know what conversations you have today with someone, whoever, romantic and otherwise. Whatever conversations, messages, connecting happen today, something's gonna follow around this full moon and then around this full moon, for those of you watching real time. What that means is, if you're finding this in a timeless sense, you're gonna connect with somebody on this Friday, and then maybe you'll connect again the next full moon and the full moon after that. Okay, but something's there's like 3 levels to this of what's going on. Okay, so those of you asking about stuff, not quite there, but almost, I guess. Tell me more about this rose milk tea. What's happening on this Friday for my rose milk tea? Leo. Okay, so opposition, that's a loss, that's an opposition. House 2 does talk about financial security, possessions, material values, self-worth. Okay, so that's the house of your money, right? Leo is the house of your friends, it's the house of your personality, everything that makes you happy, things you can enjoy with this. Okay, it does talk about self-confidence and loyalty as well. So some of you are gonna have someone restore your confidence. Some of you are gonna find out someone's been really loyal to you. Maybe you didn't think that they were, or maybe you're just gonna discover that someone's loyal to you that you didn't even know, right? Like, we meet people all the time. I don't know why that's on the table, but we'll take it, right? We've got full moon in Aquarius happens here, right? This is the same time, okay? So Leo season is gonna be a thing, okay? Especially when we talk about oppositions regarding house 2 related themes like your money, your assets, stability. So where this could be telling you to keep an eye out for this time period, because it depends on how the transits affect your natal chart, right? Like some of you may have, that might not be your time of year, right? Leo season might not be your time of year. Just watch it when we talk about losses and opposition to your money. Be cognizant of that. Now, what I like is it feels like a clearing up, getting confirmation, getting offers, being nurtured, connecting in a way where you're able to ease any opposition to house 2 related matters. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, it feels like, all right, let me get to these love decks. Don't overexert yourself in a way that infringes on your house 2. Like sometimes the personality can be too loud, it can be too bright. I'm not saying don't be authentic, show the real you, right? Leo's your personality. Goddess of Wands can be your personality. Don't be so in your personality that it creates financial hardship for you. Sometimes being real is not the most efficient thing, right? It's not the best thing. Okay, because I don't know why that's a thing, but somebody may give you some guidance, let you know like, hey, listen, you don't have to be completely honest all the time. Like some of you need to be told that. Okay. Because what happens is when we have too much of this energy that I'm talking about, it can be a lack of conformity, right? Someone that doesn't necessarily play well with others, too much in their personal energy, and where it doesn't benefit the collective goals, whether we're talking personal, right, community. Yeah. Because I got love language that hit the floor. All right. And it talks about learning and then understanding each other's love languages, right? And it's saying that is an essential part of relationships where we're meeting each other's emotional needs. Make sure you're doing that in your connections so that it doesn't negatively impact you. Okay. And they're bringing me back to earth energy. Okay. Especially if you have Taurus placements, because the fixed earth sign is in fact Taurus. Communication is the hugest thing today though. Love language, right? Connecting, receiving guidance, communicating. That's the hugest thing for today or Friday. Knowing how to talk to people, right? Knowing how to share your personality in a way that doesn't insult or hurt other people's feelings. Make sure you're doing that, okay? Because this, I'm realizing I didn't get that. Some of you might get some guidance on how to connect better with other people. Like if you don't speak well to people, you don't interact well with people, they're going to make sure you like, somebody may try to like encourage you that way, okay? Because that's a shadow and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Just be mindful of how you engage other people. Okay. But I do still see you connecting with somebody and being happy you did. Okay. Especially when we talk about miscommunications. Like some of you, there's a miscommunication on the table and you're going to connect with that person and it's going to be great. You're going to be like, I'm so glad we talked about it. Okay. Let me get, I'm going to pull from this one and then get your advice. Tell me more about my rose milk tea. long haul. Okay, it says your love interest may be in it for the long haul and willing to go through it all with you. Enjoy the journey. I like it. So romantically, some of you may think like, oh, this person might be done with me. I don't know if I should text this person first. Did I like insult this person? I hope they're still interested in me. And or it could be them, right? Whichever side. And like, you're gonna realize like it's not that easy to get rid of this person that you're dating or that you're really interested in. Like, it's not that easy to get rid of this person. Letter L might be a thing, could be a letter of a name, a location, but it's not that easy to get rid of that person. You're fine where you thought you may have like put your foot in your mouth or messed up, or they did that. I see you two connecting and being really happy and excited. Okay, like this person's locked in, they're interested in being with you. Okay, yeah, look at that soulmate. Okay, your soulmate will come into your life to challenge you and help you grow. It will be an undeniable connection. And it's not a friendly deck. So yeah, I mean, soulmate that's in it for the long haul. You'll realize someone's really loyal to you in that way. I love it. It's the opposite of pile one. So the opposite energy of pile one. I like to see it. Let me get your advice and close you out. Like, this person may be like, listen, you're not going to talk to me that way, but we're going to be fine, right? Whatever happened. Pillar of life, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Really great day. Really optimistic day. Make sure you have fun. You might be going to, I didn't realize this deck had a card that looked like pile 4. Some of you might want to stick around for pile 4. Good for you. If not, do not worry about it. You go play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be too serious. All right, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 3. All right, pile 3, my pink limeade with rosemary. Let's go ahead and see what's going on this Friday. Let's see what's going on Friday. And like I always say, that could be today or the upcoming Friday, okay? So tell me, my pink limeade with rosemary, pile 3. What's going on? Let's get an overview. Okay, I will take all 3 messages. So, okay, 4. All right, I don't have an issue with it. I got Gemini in reverse, which is a twins. I've got new growth in reverse, which is the seed moon. Okay, I've got movement. All right, at least we got some movement. And then I've got an incoming energy of preparation. Some of you are going to get confirmation, like, we don't want to start something from scratch. We want to keep building on something you've already got going. Okay, like, that's what's going to happen. Like, you're going to be like, you know what? We're going to move on what we already been doing. Whether it's actual plans for the weekend for fun, or whether it's work related, it's going to be like, we don't have time to start from scratch. Like, I don't want to do the brand new thing with the seed moon, Gemini in reverse. Okay. And then incoming energy of the lunar eclipse. Like, I don't know, something about it. And you'll get confirmation whether or not this was the right thing to do by the lunar eclipse. Okay, if you're watching this real time. The lunar eclipse is in September. So I did not use Melon Pop for the other tiles, but I randomly reached over to the other side of the table instead of right next to me for that deck. So it has something to say. What's going on today for my pink limeade? If you wanted lemonade, you can have that here. But it's actually a limeade today. So I got an incoming energy of voodoo. What is this? Because we don't want this to be too long. What all this is. Pink limeade with rosemary. Green could be a color for sure. But we're not, yeah, definitely not starting something from scratch. Voodoo does talk about something you've been working on, because it says practice, magic, power, spell work, beliefs and rituals, any of the above. You'll get confirmation there whether something did or did not work. Anything you do today, You'll see clarity by here. Got give me space, time apart, boundaries, no contact. And I want one more. There we go. Thank you. And this is going to be very specific to preparation. Long distance, no contact, time apart, time apart, time apart, distance travel. You're going to pick up where you left off. Something today, listen, you're going to realize, no, I am not starting from scratch. I got a foundation. I got a ritual. Like, maybe I'll take a break from it, okay? Or, yeah, I feel better now that I've taken a break from it. But I'm going back where I came from, back to what I got going on. We have moneymaker, hustler, unique job, sex worker. That does not have to be a literal message. We talk about hustling. We talk about unique situations and circumstances. Okay. Some of you are not, you're like, nah, this not for me. I'm not doing this brand new from scratch thing. This unique opportunity is just not for me. I'm going to do what I'm used to doing. Ritual. Like, I'm going back to my ritual. I'm going back to what I know, what I'm comfortable with, what I'm familiar with, because this not, I'm leaving it alone. That's what it is. I think that's funny. And I appreciate it. There's nothing wrong in trying something different and realizing that it's not for you. That's what this file feels like. Tell me more about my pink limeade with the rosemary. Yeah, after reflecting on it, you're like, no, let me get back to what I'm used to. Back to what I know. I don't want these. I feel like I grabbed them prematurely. So yeah, you're going to feel like you did something too soon. Like, you know what? I decided too quickly I want to do this. This is not for me. Okay. Like I'm not interested in doing this. I didn't think this all the way through and I'm going back home. Yeah. Especially if you've been avoiding something. Tell me more about my pile 3. My pink limeade. Some of you just not going to enjoy this weekend trip. Like, you'd like, I wanted to try it. I thought this was somewhere I wanted to go, something I want to do. And you know what? It's not for me. And that's okay. I know now. Yeah, Daughter of Cups is after thinking, I think I'm going to go back to what I like, what I'm used to. Yeah. I'm not coming back here. I just had the 6 of Swords in reverse. Some of y'all like, I'm not going back. But it was good. I'm happy I tried it, right? Yeah, Ace of Wands, clarity, inspiration, a new sense of appreciation for what you got, where you've been. What is this? Why is this stuck like that? Yeah, I got the Magician. Okay, that's my smart energy. That's my communication energy. It's very clear and understanding. It's also someone with power. I got Voodoo and a Magician here. So if you're manifesting today, good for you. You'll see something by that lunar eclipse. I'm not saying do something on the lunar. I'm saying like by the lunar eclipse, you'll see something. Whatever time of you seeing this message, because there's always an eclipse coming up, y'all. Okay. Anything that's been blocked where you've been trying to get some work done, communication. Like if you need something that's like Gemini related, like messages, paperwork, and there's been blockages there. Yeah, you're gonna see movement in preparation by here, okay, with this Magician energy. The timing, the alignment was slightly off. The alignment of when it needs to happen is going to be around that time I mentioned, okay? All right. 8 of Swords is when we hold ourselves back. Some of you today going to realize you've been holding yourself back from something. Because there's different perspectives. There's some of you who are like, I don't want to do that. I'm wrong for trying that. You were not wrong. Trying new things is great. Because that's how you discover what you do and don't like. So if you discovered something you don't like, you have it to add to the list. You don't have to put it on things you're curious about anymore. Others of you, you didn't try something. Right? Like you didn't want to do something. There's something specific you've been putting off and avoiding from the cards I had. You've just been avoiding it. You've been putting space between you and the situation, you and this thing, as far space as you could. You're going to realize where you've been holding yourself back. And if you would have just participated in this thing, you would have just did this thing, you'd be already moving, rolling towards whatever it is you want to achieve, whatever goal you have. That's what I have. So tell me more about what's going on this Friday. It feels like a pile with a very eventful Friday. Good for you. All right. I've got fiery climax approaches, which is that realization. And it also talks about where manifestations ground, right? We got lunar eclipse, the voodoo, and the magician up there. Yeah, the magician. I should not have covered up the magician, but you know what? That's confirmation for those of you that have been holding yourself back. Because I got the holding yourself back card that I put on top of where we are in our power when we're in control. You see what I'm saying? So just watch it. I have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So some of you are gonna get confirmation. Okay, like listen, this is not what I want to do. It's fine, but that's over with. This is what I want to do. Now we're moving on it, right? But you don't have to start over regardless of where you fall. What I like about this is I tried this, I didn't like it, let me go back. It's not a from scratch, whatever I'm talking about, because it's going to be different areas of life. One more from here, and then I'll grab those love messages for my pile 3. Tell me more about this pink limeade. Neptune, dream and transcend. I wasn't seeing it situation clearly. Yes, like I didn't see the situation clearly. And now I do, and it's over. Because I got the South Node, which talks about destined to release. Okay. South Node does rule our comfort zone. Okay. So yes. Tell me, give me some love messages for my pile 3 today. Tell me what's going on Friday for my pile number 3. My pink limeade with rosemary. Falling in love. Okay. Make a move. Oh, letter M may be relevant. We got falling in love. Making a move. Quality time. Memories. You may have somebody on your mind, and maybe someone with you on their mind. It feels like someone that's like, I'd rather be spending time with pile 3, or you being like, I would rather be spending time with this person. If you're missing someone specifically, would give me space, long distance. Like, this is not for me. I would much rather be with my person or with this person that I like, right? Some of you are going to realize how much you're interested in somebody because you'll be missing them when you're supposed to be doing something else, right? Whether it's working or hanging out with your friends, you're going to be like, man, this thing with my friends is not it. I wish I was spending time with this person I'm getting to know. And then you'll be like, oh, I must really like them. You see what I'm saying? Good for you. I like it. I like it. And I've got communication here. Okay. The clarity that comes from that. So you may find some joy from talking to this person that I'm referencing, or vice versa. Like, you may realize that somebody that you're interested in, that you're talking to a little bit, is like, nah, I really don't like this thing I came to with my friends. I should have went did something with you instead, right? Make you feel good on this Friday. Okay, let me get one more. Some of you, there's a very specific love message that came through where I'm getting, some of you are thinking like somebody, okay, whether you had because you know what? I'm not supposed to be using this Melanin Pop deck, but at the bottom, it had Secret Admirer. So some of you may have someone that you're interested in, or someone that's interested in you, right? Whoever falls where. And this person is like, thinking they're gonna have to start from scratch with you because of space, distance, whatever that means. And I don't know what's gonna happen today, Friday, but it's like this person's gonna have an opportunity to make a move, or you will, in a way where you don't have to start from scratch. Like, because some of you are like, I don't know this person anymore. I used to like them back in the day. I don't know y'all's situations, or I like this person 2-3 months ago. I haven't seen them all summer. Like, this person even remember me. Like, I'm gonna have to start from scratch, and this person knowing who I am. Like, some of you are thinking that. Boom. I know I'm channeling for real, right? Yeah. So unspoken love says you or your partner may prefer not to profess your love right away. Could be out of fear of rejection. So like you might have like a secret admirer, or if you're interested in somebody, something's gonna happen to where you two are able to link up without having to start from scratch and getting to know each other. Like you'll remember them, they'll remember you, whatever it is, right? Because some of you don't even know who I'm talking about. Some of you, it's gonna be that person that's like, man, I wonder if that pink limeade remembers. Like I'm just gonna try, let me just watch and see if they remember me from like that event yesterday. Maybe, right? Event yesterday, or the thing from like 2 months ago, or that conference last year, whatever it is. They're not going to say it right away. They're going to feel you out and see if you remember. And if you do, they'll make a move, because they're trying to avoid starting from scratch, like introducing themselves like a brand new from scratch person. That's what I'm getting on the table. So look at you. That was interesting. And I got teamwork. It says what? Hold on. Let me hold this at the right angle so you can see. Yeah. Whatever you lack, they got you, and vice versa. You found your teammate in love and life. It feels like you're going to find a match, or you're going to realize that person is your match. I mentioned being somewhere and wishing you were just with your person, with the sensual chemistry there. Yeah, just wishing you were with your person, or them wishing they were with you. And like, nah, like it feels like in that original example, it feels like a couple that's not quite a couple yet, or exclusive. Like, you just kind of still getting to know each other, where you're starting to fall in love and you're starting to realize you're in love, but you haven't said it yet. Like some of you may say that to each other for the first time. I love it for you. Okay. Others of you may get an opportunity with love with somebody that you lost contact with, or somebody you just haven't seen in a really long time. They're like, oh, I wonder if this person knows me, remembers me, and I don't want to have to start from scratch like a brand new person. I've never read that before in my life. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Okay. So you guys let me know if it resonates and how it manifests for you on this Friday. But I'm getting your advice. I'm going to close you out for my pile 3, my pink limeade. Give me the card of advice. Something about teamwork is going to be relevant, okay? Like rely on friends, rely on your team, whatever, for whatever. But teamwork is going to be critical today, okay? I've got Pillar of Light, which makes no sense. I believe that came out in the previous pile. So let me get you one more. I did shuffle and cleanse this deck, y'all, but I'll give you 2 more just to see. I got Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, Seeding Light, Laying Foundations, Divine Plan, and Star Mother, How Can You Mother Yourself? Teamwork, Pillar of Life, feel like rely on your mother, your grandmother for whatever. I don't know. Something about a grandmother is on the table, laying a foundation. Something about a mother. Okay. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And yeah, how can you mother yourself? Make sure you're taking care of yourself and all things like that. But that's just really weird that they both came out. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Some of you being called, since it is the weekend, I'll say this. Maybe go back home for the weekend. I don't know why, but that seems like some of you, maybe that's a thing. Go visit your mother, grandmother, both, whoever. Since longing for home is a thing and you may be homesick, that could be part of the thing. But regarding this, something about relying on the mother, grandmother could be the teamwork. I don't know how, but it is what it is. It's going to resonate for whoever. However, I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 4. All right, pile number 4, my sparkling cherry. I'll just call it a cocktail. If not, just treat it like it's a little bubbly soda spritz or whatever. I do want to tell you about this Friday, okay? So whatever it is about today, whatever it is about next Friday, whenever you find this message, it's very interesting. It's a big deal because I've been waiting to check out this pile since pile 2. If you're watching it live as it's premiering and you missed it, if you wanted to, this is your confirmation. It's okay. I got timestamps. It will be fine after the premiere. You can come back whenever you want, okay? If you did not miss it and you were torn between 2, I don't know, because there's a card that came out that looks very similar to this drink. So I'm interested. I'm locked in. And in resetting your piles, yeah, this is the first time in a while I've done that. We're gonna look at the bottoms. Something you're gonna say yes to, and it's gonna be great, okay? Like there's something you're gonna say yes to. Now at the bottom here, I've got I'm gonna layer them back in a second, but we got star-crossed lovers and very soon. Now, star-crossed lovers talks about bad timing, right? Being misaligned with something. Like basically something or someone, it's not that the situation isn't for you, it's just not the right time. Well, something associated with this energy, very soon you'll get the yes, it's the right time. It could be romantic, it could be love, as these are those decks. But we're going to keep it general, because even if it's not love related, I mean, who doesn't want something that you've been really trying to get, right, to come through for you? And it hasn't, okay? Especially when we talk about like things you've really been wanting. When we talk about the South Node, things that you're comfortable doing, things that really align with your personality, whether we're talking about a partner that really appreciates you for who you are, or just a situation that aligns with who you are at your core. I love that for you, okay? Now, I also have the new opportunity of the Ace of Cups, which talks about new inspiration, talks about new love, and all the great stuff like that. I'm not quite done. We're getting there. I got the preparation. It's working, y'all. And this deck that's not even supposed to be on the table, right? Pile 3 got a deck that we're not supposed to be using. But here you go. It says Twin Flames. So those of you that are looking for confirmation in love, you're in your right place, right space. We're knocking everything over. Hello, it means I'm real. So let me start pulling these cards to see what's going on. What's all of this great information, all of this great stuff coming in for this sparkly cherry drink. Like, it's so good that it needed to be previewed in a pile, right? Like, we previewed it in pile 2. And I don't remember what that was, because after I channeled, I cleansed, okay? I cleansed that and moved on. But that's something. So tell me more about this sparkling cherry drink, please. What's going on today or the incoming Friday? Let's see. Okay, we'll take this one. Crone Moon. Deep wisdom. Okay. We're talking about maturity. We're talking about wisdom. There could be a mature person, specifically feminine, that's key today in whatever we're talking about. I got a boundary. Okay. Deep wisdom and boundaries. We don't know what that's talking about. So let me pull more cards. You know, when we talk about deep wisdom and we talk about a crone, it feels like someone that's been there, done that, someone that knows what's going on, whether that's your energy for today, or you have someone around that kind of put you on game. Like, you have like an older, possibly feminine, that's basically like, if you don't set boundaries, you're going to regret this, or you better set that boundary. Or listen, if I was you, I would do this. When I was that age, I would go back and do this. You're going to listen to something, like somebody's going to put you on game, possibly in a way where it really benefits you. It feels like kind of like these readings. I'm going to take both of those. It feels like in these readings where I'm like, okay, listen, if you do what I tell you to do, you're not going to have to worry about the shadow of this pile. It feels like you avoiding something, or looking back like, ooh, I'm so glad I did what such and such told me, whether it is like a grandmother, aunt, mentor. When we talk about older feminines, I'm glad I did what they told me to do, because now I have a boundary set in a way that something's not going to impact me in that way. Okay. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. Number 9 is a thing. If 9 is a relevant number, whether it's your birthday or your life path, some of you are finding this on a 9th of a month, right? You're in your right place, right space. Okay. Double confirmation. But there's some information, some wisdom to maintain a boundary in a way that benefits you as an individual. 9 of Pentacles is a very independent card. It's someone that has their stuff together as a person, right? Without consideration for other people. It's not that they're selfish. It's just that they are prioritizing self-preservation, right? The boundary of, I'm stable, me. Okay. So I don't know why that's a thing you needed to consider or will need to be considering today, but it is in fact a thing, and it's going to benefit you. So what is another 9? When we talk about being single, some of you today are going to be like, ooh, I'm glad I'm single. I don't know what happened like that, but some of you today are gonna be like, I'm so glad that I'm single and that I maintain a boundary and I have the wisdom to be single right now versus dealing with something I'm observing or whatever that is. Okay. Others of you are going to set a boundary and find yourself single today. All right. It's going to be a great thing though, right? With these nines. So something about nines, got to be a birthday, got to be a life path or something. And if you're finding me on the 9th, this is a big deal today. Okay. All right. I got the moon, which talks about that crone energy, right? The moon is maternal figures. It does rule those people in our families, in our lives, okay? But it also rules a lack of clarity. It rules fog, right? It rules confusion, okay? So worrying about yourself to where you're out of confusion seems to be a thing that happens today or is a big deal today, okay? And I know there was another pile about boundaries. If it was pile 2, I'll laugh. I really will. And if it is, then make sure like you listen to what it's talking about, because this boundary card did come out earlier today. Okay. But we got that deep wisdom and that moon card. So what's at the bottom? Why is it all ominous and a judgment? Okay. So that decision, that boundary might save you today. I don't know why, but that decision, that boundary may save you today. Okay. The maturity to know when it's time to set a boundary, the maturity to know when it's time to leave something alone. A judgment is an act, it's a decision that there is literally no going back from. Like once you decide to do that, once you set that boundary, it's over, okay? Or it's rolling. You can't get off the tracks, okay? Train is rolling. So what is going on with my pile number 4, my cherry drink? Why is it foreshadowing? Whatever it is that happens today, you definitely saw it coming. Somebody somewhere saw it coming, right? With the crone moon, somebody somewhere saw it coming because they like, it feels like somebody that already kind of let you know. I got an incoming energy of Taurus. Okay, so I got Taurus. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry, I dropped some cards. And if I'm shaking, y'all, just work with me, okay? The number 3 is a theme here. I got Taurus, I got Libra, both Venus ruled. Look at you. Both Venus ruled signs. I like it because where you are single, it talks about prioritizing yourself and your Venus energy, okay? Your joy, your pleasure, your happiness, right? The things that uplift and fulfill you, right? This feels like those of you that are single, this is a great day to be single. This is a great day to enjoy stuff single. It feels like this is a Friday where you're like, ooh, I'm so glad I'm single. I'm so glad, like, if you don't have kids or if someone watches your kids, you're like, today I can spend all my money on me. Like, I love that for you. It feels like you're really going to enjoy yourself. And the awareness of knowing you need boundaries from your children or from situations that would infringe on your ability to do for just you for today. I like it. It's at the bottom. South Node. South Node. Your comfort zone. Okay. Now, some of you, it's gonna, like, when we talk about these relationships, I promise y'all, I'm not like this crazy hater. I'm just an honest reader. I don't feel good lying to y'all, so I don't. When we talk about closing karmic cycles, some of you have a soulmate, and it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could, whatever kind of soulmate you have around you that you need to have the wisdom to set the boundary with, that's a past life connection, right? And sometimes past life connections are just here to close that karmic cycle, because you got to hear 2 times. I'm gonna pull from this deck. But closing that karmic cycle, especially if it's someone that you liked enough to consider a twin flame, that's not who that is. That's a karmic cycle that needs to be closed so that you can have that boundary, that independence, that wisdom to be and prioritize your independence, okay? Because that's what that's for, all right? But it is a closing of a cycle permanently. So those of you that are like really spiritual and things like that, if you close a cycle with this person today or realize today, not only is it like over for now and you're single for real, like you're not gonna have to ever meet this person again in another life. I know that sounds like, oh, why she like that? But it's true. This is the type of karmic cycle that closes, and like the lesson is learned. So good for you for doing what you need to do. And if you believe in past lives, this lesson, this person won't follow you into the next. Okay, so tell me more about what's going on. And that's why, like, even before I started filming, I started like the video from the previous pal started to play instead of filming, so that was weird. And then, like I mentioned, there was like a little preview of the image that we use for this, that little bubbly cup on one of the cards in pile 2. And you know what, that deck was the advice deck. So some of you, if you pick both piles 2 and 4, that advice is to come to pile 4. That advice is to heed whatever I'm saying here. Like, it may not be relevant yet. It may be telling you, like, this is what you should be doing, prioritizing. I don't know. So let me get more. Meditating, contemplate, moon in Pisces, looking at the bigger picture. Some of you are really gonna, like, taking time to yourself today is really gonna put things into perspective for you, and what it is you do and don't want, and where you will and won't go, the type of partner you want, the type of friends you want, who you want to be in life. Like, it's that kind of day. It feels like you're going to enjoy yourself so much that you're like, how do I make almost every day of my life this good? I love it. I love it a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from Melon Pop anyway, because why not? Especially, oh no. Yeah, see, look at that. Anybody that you're associating with this twin flame label where it's draining you, that's not your twin flame. And you're better off by yourself, okay? Or leaving that person alone and not feeding them your energy. Because some of you are realizing you're feeding your energy to someone, whether you're with them or not, by dealing with that chaotic label. So tell me, you got unique, misunderstood, and unknowns. Tell me more about my pile 4, please. What's going on today or this Friday? I got sweet and sticky, kind, caring, compassionate, loving, physical touch. Somebody may be nice to you in a way where you like, I've not had a romantic partner treat me like this before. My romantic partner doesn't treat me this way. So like, it just feels like somebody's going to do something nice for you today, and you're not used to that, in a way that's like, yeah, I'm glad I'm single, because nobody I was ever dealt with before was this kind, this nice to me. Okay. Or I'm glad that I'm single so that I can treat myself kindly, because if whatever you're doing today or Friday, if you're doing it by yourself, you're like, nobody I've ever been with has treated me as well as I'm treating myself. So I'm glad I'm single. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you're having that kind of a time. I am. I'm very glad. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. One more and we'll take the bottom. Because it just feels like that sweet and sticky honey energy is foreign to you. Okay? Tell me, give me one more in the bottom, and then I'll pull from those love specific decks before I get your advice. Ooh, somebody's gonna flirt with you and they're gonna be so nice. Yeah, you're gonna have immediate chemistry with somebody. The color red is a thing. Yeah, you're gonna have immediate chemistry with somebody, and you're gonna be like, I'm so glad I'm single today so that I can pursue this right here that I'm interested in, because I'm not used to liking somebody like this. Okay, it's a spark. I like it. This person's gonna be immediate with you. They're gonna be like, it's gonna catch you off guard, because they're gonna be immediately be like all over you, not necessarily in a way that makes you uncomfortable, but I'm telling you, something about the way this person approaches you, and like whether it is someone brand new that you've never seen that asks you for your number, or if it's someone you're somewhat familiar with, right, that sees you single for the first time, that's like, oh, pile 4 is single, let me go over there, I've been waiting for this, right? They're gonna be locked and loaded in terms of how they engage you, because it feels like someone that's been interested in you for a while, if they know you already and they just been waiting for you to be single. Or if they only see you for the first time, the way that this person pursues people they're interested in, they just They don't have time for the games and the guessing. They just go over and say, hey, I like you. Here, let me give you this drink. Give me your number, right? Let's go eat something. You want something from the eat? Do you want to eat something? Like, that's just kind of the thing. Like, they're going for it. Okay, very deliberately. So let me, yeah, I got a little warm just now when this person stepped on the table. Definitely some gold and red is a thing, okay? All right, tell me. It's a very interesting person. Again, different from what you're used to with that alien card. Okay. Tell me, my pile number 4. What's gonna happen today in terms of love? Let's go straight for it. Since it came out so prominently. I got life partner. Listen, it says this person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. Those of you in that chaotic situation where I'm like, you're associating someone with your twin flame and it's bad, and like you're just doing something for yourself for the day and you're evaluating the connection, okay? Where you're doing that, it feels like you're gonna meet somebody casually. I'm not saying you're gonna be cheating on your person. I'm not saying that at all. But like, it's gonna wake you up. You're gonna realize something, right? A boundary, because like a stranger may walk up to you and be more caring with you in public and considerate of you in public than your partner. And that's gonna be a red flag. Like, okay, this random stranger is making sure I get something to eat. But when I'm with this person, I gotta look for them, you know what I mean? Or they not worried about, like it. I feel like someone on a table needed to hear that, okay? And then I'm just really excited for those of you that are gonna meet someone new, because it's like this person's gonna immediately know they're interested in you and go for it, where you're outside doing stuff. If you know you don't go outside, then you can't be mad at me, the reader, for saying that, right? Because you have to be in a position to align with this energy, all of you, okay? And then some of you, there's somebody that's been in the background and like you're finally single and this person's like excited about it, okay? And love language. Learning and understanding each other's love languages are essential to meet each other's emotional needs. You're going to have some revelations today about the type of partner you want, whether you're single, about to be single, newly single, been single. You're going to have revelations about the type of partner you want. It seems to be triggered by this person that approaches you on this Friday, where you're like, the type of partner I want is compatible with my love language. This is my love language. Some of you may actually realize what your love language is because you kind of just date whoever. Some of you kind of take what you're given. So you've never needed to seek out a partner that's considerate of your love language. I don't know, something about today. It's a really long pile, but it is what it is. But today y'all are really going through it in a way, in the best way, right? Where you're just realizing and waking up and maturing regarding what it is you do and don't want out of life, out of your relationships. Good for you. I'm gonna pull this last card and get your advice. So tell me one more message for my pile number 4, please. The score. We got a wish come true. Somebody's really gonna get their hands on you that's been wanting you. It says, who's playing who? Somebody here is looking to score. Only play if you're willing to lose the game. This person's gonna go for it. This isn't a friendly deck. It's not, because it does have a certain implication with that card, but this person is looking to score long term, okay? When the person that stepped on this table, okay? Because I got a wish come true. Like somebody may see you as that, right? But you're gonna feel really good. You're gonna feel like you scored today. Everything's gonna work out, okay? Someone will possess all the qualities you ever wanted in a partner, a dream come true. You're gonna score in the best way. If you're single, been single, newly single, if you meet somebody great that makes you realize, this partner doesn't treat me right, maybe I should be single, all of that, okay? Okay, so here's my advice. Remember, you got yes at the bottom. So something, either say yes or you're going to get a yes, okay? You need to, based off what we have here, definitely say yes. It looks like a great energy. Tell me more. I don't know why y'all keep getting this pillar of light vibration card, like all the pals. And I've been cleansing, but make sure you set the boundary that they're telling you to, because it says to call your power, cut the cords, cut the cord if that's a thing that you do. Okay, let me get a good shuffle and see if I can get you another. And I almost forgot to get y'all's advice as well. I definitely did. All right. I've got, where are you being called to journey to? Go somewhere. Go. Like, it feels like the whole thing about the Friday being fun is that there's a specific place you're going to go that's going to be fun. So go. Okay. And allow yourself to awaken, right? We have energetic upgrades, a new way of being. I mentioned all those revelations. Allow yourself to upgrade energetically. Allow yourself to elevate your frequency. So where you are prioritizing self-love, self-care, and you're attracting people that align with treating you like that. Because I didn't care for the fact that this alien came through in terms of you're going to treat yourself better than anyone's treated you, or for the first time, or someone's going to come in and treat you in a way where you're not used to being treated well, right? Like, I didn't care for that, and it's there, okay? But don't overthink it. Keep facing the true north. Keep facing the true north beyond the south node, like we kept talking about, okay? All right. But make sure you say yes to the really nice person that I really like on my table, okay? I know this was a little bit longer than we're used to for this type of reading, but it was worth it. You guys got a lot of details. Enjoy the Friday. Enjoy next Friday. And thank you for watching.